Hello everyone, hope everything is fine and everyone is safe and good. So our tutorial for the day should be fun to make. We are going to make the trendy image that we are all have seen before for the artist Artsy Benyong that he mixed between concrete and glass, or as we can say the epoxy material. As you can see, there's a lot and plenty examples for the work. You can choose whatever you want or any similar shape you want to make, so you don't have to follow up the same result. You can create any shape you want and just be creative. So let's start. Here's a model that I've already made before, and in this lesson we are going to remodel it from zero, and you can see how I made it and how I create the materials for it and what the kind of the light to have a similar result. So first of all, I will create a box. I will press Ctrl and right click to have the shortcut of the create section. I will select a box just like this, and I'll make it 100 by 100 by a height of 10, and I'll increase the length to 10 by 10, so we will have this result. Let me isolate it and put it in the center. To make these values to 0, just press right click to the arrows just like this and it will become 0. Okay, after that I'll go and make an edit poly command to the box that we made, and I will select polygon and I will start sculpturing the shape that I want. Okay, after I select those, we can go from here from extrude and add an extrude value, or we can right click on it and press extrude and drag just like this. We can make another extrude, so we have a connect edge from here we can use. Okay, if I want to add another connect here, we have two ways. We can choose edges and select these and press connect and decide the number of the edges we want to connect or the number of the connects. Or we can go here and we show the ribbon, and from modeling section I will go to edit and select swift loop. Swift loop will allow me to put the connect that I want very easily, even by a horizontal or vertical, as you can see here. So I will go here and make a connect from here, then we will use it again, so I will go back again for it. Now I will choose vertex and start to deform the shape that I want, just like this. I will go with this, let's say like this, I'll select this, extrude them another time, sorry, my bad. So as you can see, I'm shaping the model as I want without using any geometry, numbers or values or any angle that I want. So I think I'll choose this one and bring it like this. Okay, now I want to connect this side, this polygon, with this polygon. Okay, so if we want to connect two faces, we have to use the bridge comment, just like this. Okay, and if I want to connect this side with this side, look what will happen. You can see the shape has been distorted in a wrong way. So we will go for the setting of the bridge and will increase the segment for it just like this. But let me select this one with this one, and I'll repeat the same command just by adding some segments to it, and I'll have it correctly. Okay, after that I will choose this and connect them with this and this, and I'll bridge it, but I don't want a lot of segments here. I can make it just one, just like this, and you can change it as the shape you want. I think that's fine. Let's change this to here and this to here, and as I said before, you can make the shape you want. Just be creative by making whatever you want. Okay, now we want to make a turbo smooth command. So if we made it, we will see that the edges had been chamfered or been rounded, and I don't want this to happen. So to avoid this result, we just need to add a segment to the edges so that we don't have a rounded sharp edge. We will make it a small chamfer from here. So what we will do is I'm going to select a polygon, let's say from here, and I will go for edit and swift loop again, and I will add from here a connect, just like this, and from here a connect. So now I know this space will be chamfered because I added a connect line from here, and I will add another one here, and I will add another one horizontally here, just like this, and I will add another one here, and that's all for the box. For the base, we want to add one here and one here. Let's add another one here and one here. I think that's fine. Now we can add the turbo smooth, but first I want to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, and now I will add the turbo smooth command, and I will check the isoline display so I can edit it better. I will check isoline and will increase iterations. If I don't check the isoline, look what will I get. So if I want to edit it again, I can't. So I can check this and I can now edit it better. So I will go again to edit poly, and I will select vertex, and you can see the huge number of vertex. So what we will do is to check this option from the edit poly mode, and I will check choke cage. So now I can deform it easily as I want. Now I have the shape that I want. Now I want to add the water. So for that, I'll go and add a plane with the same area of the box we made, that was 100 by 100, and I'll add, let's say, a 100 by 100 segments, and I'll put it at 0, 0, the same that I made the box before. So I will put it on here so the water will cover this area, and I will give it a noise modifier, and I will play with the z-axis. Let's say I will give it 3 centimeters, and I will decrease the scale to, I will go with 4. Okay, now you can see that our waves are like the sea, but here we are making a sculpture with epoxy or with glass, so I don't want to make it a wavy like this. I want the waves to be a sharp edges, so I will give it a push modifier, and I will make the value in the negative, and now you can see I have a sharp edges waves. Pay attention from the black areas, so I will keep it just like this. And now I have the surface of the waves. After that, I will go for edit poly, and I will choose edges and choose the corner edge from here. You can double click the edge so you can select all the line. Okay, and after that I will go to edit geometry section, and I'll make a planar as y-axis so that all the line now is a straight line. I will repeat the same. I will double click here and make it a planar for x-axis. I repeat them another time for the other side. This would, okay, this for x-axis, and this I will double click on it, and this was for the y-axis. Okay, after that I will reselect the border just like this, and from the move I'll press shift and drag it down. As you can see that the z-axis is not at the same height, so I will go for make a planar with z, and I'll move it again to reach this side just like this. And because we scale it a little bit, I'll rescale it also. I can go with FFD 2x2, and I'll move it to here, and I'll move this to here. So now the water covers the box as we want. You can see now that we are almost made the same model that I showed you before. Okay, now we'll move to create the materials. I will go with, okay, and now we will go for the material. I'm working with the slate material editor. As you can see, I made already the concrete material and the glass material. We will remake them now. I will add a corona material to here. Then I'll add the bitmaps I have for the concrete object, just like this. Okay, and this is the diffuse. I'll link it for diffuse. This is the glossiness. I will link it for the reflection glossiness, and this is the reflection color. I'll link it for the reflection color, and this is the bump. But as we know, if we have a normal material, we must add a corona normal before it. So I'll add it to here, and I'll link the normal map that we made to the bump. But before, we look the difference between this result and this result. Why is that? Because we must add gamma to input, so now we have the same result. As you noticed, I didn't change any value from here. I'll just add this, and I'll keep the bump as it is, and I'll keep everything the same of the normal material. I don't want to change anything, and I'll assign it to here, and I'll give it UVW map. I'll go for this, and that's how I made the concrete material. For your information, the materials that I used will be in the description, so you can download them and work with me and have the same result as I did. Okay, now I will go to make the water material. Okay, I'll add a corona material for here, and you can see from here I have the water pump, so I'll add it here, and I'll link it to the pump, and from here I will change the value of the pump to half. Okay, and to make the color of the water, I'll need to go for volumetric and SSS, and I want to change the absorption color and the scattering color. So for here I want to make it a bright white color, almost blue, so I'll go for the values of, let's say, 230 by 250, 247, and I'll go with this. For the scattering color, I need to go with a bluish color, that the white and the blue will mix together to give me this result and this color. So I'll go with this color, the navy blue color, and I'll assign it to here. Now if I made a test, I will not have the same result of this. As you can see, there's a gradient color from white to blue, and I will not have the same result. Let's make a test and we can see what we will have. I'll put a plane here, and I'll make a corona material, change the diffuse color, let's say to 210, and I will assign it just like this. And for the light, we will go with for the environment, and as you can see, I added the HDRI free from here, so I will clear it. I'll add a bitmap just like this. If you want to adjust it, just drag it as instance, and you can adjust it from here. So now let's make this bigger. I will go to this and I'll start the interactive. Okay, after we made the absorption color and the scattering color, we want to talk about the distance here, but I'll leave it after we make a test. But first of all, we don't need to forget that we want to make the refraction color to 1 and the reflection also to 1. So now we will have this material for the water with the bump of value half. Just like this, and I'll put a plane here. Just like this. Now you can see that the concrete material that I made is looking pretty good. You can see the bump effect, the glossiness effect. But the water that I made is just transparent. I want this color, the bluish color, with the degradation of between blue and white. So how I should have it? Okay, now I'll go for here, and from the same section that we changed the absorption and scattering, I will go for the distance to, let's say, 4. And that's how we make it. Now you can see that the distance is mixing between this color and this color to give me this result that I see it here or here. You can change the value, let's say to 6, and now you can see that the white color from the bottom had become bigger. I will go for 8. You can see that the bluish color is vanishing, and I'll have a brighter green color. But I think the waves are too sharp, so I need to fix them. I'll go for noise. And make the scale a little bit bigger and decrease a little bit the push. Okay, that's fine. And now you can see the reflection between the model that I made. You can see the difference here. The model that I made, the concrete model, and how the reflection is breaking it. So if we go to here and change the distance, let's say to 2, you can see the difference in the material and the mixing. I'll keep it as 4. I'll change the refraction to 0.5, and I'll change the IOR of the refraction, let's say to 1.15. That's much better. So now the reflection breaking is a little bit realistic, more than before. And that's how we make this result. Okay, I'll stop this and delete what I made, and I'll go with the model that I've already made, and we'll test on it, and we'll make a revision. So I'll lock the camera here, and I'll start the interactive. Now you can see the result that I made. And it's very good for me. And now you can see the result that I made, and it's very good to me. I'm satisfied with this result. I've added a model here, a ship model, so it can bring a life for the model. As you can see, there's a fisherman. Here we have a tree. We have a sailing ship here. So you can add whatever you want, and you can see closely the water material and the distance effect from here, and how it's start in a white, then we can see the depth of the water, just like this. You can make whatever you want, any shape you want, just with this few steps, and you will have a nice result. You can make whatever you want, just be creative. Hope you liked this video. Thank you for your support, thank you for your comments. Please don't hesitate to contact me whenever you want. Reach me on Facebook or Instagram. Please put like for this video and write for me in the comments box what you want from me to talk about in the future. And thanks again. See you next time.